Before we start, I have a little bit of a cold, so if I look or sound a bit more disgusting than I normally do, that is why. I do apologize, but I cannot really do anything about it in this moment. Hello people of YouTube, first of all, a very happy 2018 and welcome to the last monthly review of 2017, December. Obviously. The first thing of December 2017 that I want to show you in this video is that there is indeed snow in Norway. I know, big shocker. As we have established many a time in the past, I am from the Netherlands, which means that I am not very used to getting a metric ton of snow in my direct surroundings in winter. However, because I now live a lot further north than I used to do in the Netherlands, there is snow all around me. So Signe and I went out in one of the first days of December and just shot this footage of the heavy snowfall and the white landscape that is surrounding our house. And I personally think it's very pretty. I especially like the slightly weak attempts at building snowmen by the other students in this student village. They were all kind of not great, but I do think that added to the nice wintry atmosphere. Slightly shitty snowmen. So yeah, snow. A lot of snow. Then, I guess sort of in line with the snow situation here, I want to talk a little bit about the Christmas experience in Norway, because again, I'm from the Netherlands and we don't do Christmas as much as many other countries in the world, one of which being Norway. I am not that used to like your typical Christmassy traditions and habits and that sort of thing. So one of the things I did for the very first time in my life this month was decorating a gingerbread house. I've never done that before in my life. And also just baking gingerbread cookies and that sort of thing. But one of the December days, Signe and I went to an aunt's of Signe and we baked some gingerbread and decorated a gingerbread house with Signe's aunt and Signe's cousins. And it was a lot of fun and just a very nice first Christmassy experience. Then actual Christmas, Signe and I celebrated in Mo i Rana, which is a city further north in Norway, yes, even further north in Norway, where Signe's mother lives. And it was quite a nice Christmas. We didn't exactly do that much while we were there. I think we were there for a total of 6 days, and the only thing we really did was go out for a hike, which was quite nice. And we got off track a little bit, so I managed to shoot some off-track naturey shots, I suppose, which was quite a lot of fun. And yeah, unfortunately, we didn't see any moose. There are moose in the area where we hiked, so I was a little bit hopeful to get a moose shot in there, but sadly, no moose were spotted. As for Christmas Eve itself, because Norwegians celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, I got a lot of clothing for my presents. And I don't know if that's like a statement Signe's family is trying to make, like, change your wardrobe, please. But yeah, it was a nice evening, and like I said, got a lot of clothing for Christmas, weirdly enough. And also from Signe herself, I got 42 or 46, something along those lines, a shit ton, of fine liners in all sorts of various colors for my bullet journal and to further progress my creative stuff, I suppose. So yeah, Christmas in Mo i Rana, which was quite nice, and I got some nice presents out of it as well. So yeah, quite lovely. All right, then on to the last topic of December 2017 and 2017 as a whole, I suppose. The one thing that outshined everything else in December, Signe and Signe's friend Petra from Sweden and I went to London for New Year's and for some days surrounding New Year's. Now, as we have established in certain videos years ago, I do love the city of London and I still have the dream of living there someday. So just being there in general is always very, very lovely. I am not sure why, but the city of London has some form of, I don't know, attraction on me that other places just don't really have. So yeah, I absolutely love the city of London. Additionally, we were there for New Year's, which was very nice, and we got to see some fireworks from the, I think, the Vauxhall Bridge, which is one of the bridges over the Thames. And also, we got to see 3 different theatre shows. The first one we saw was Tom Fletcher's The Christmasaurus the Musical, which is Tom Fletcher's book The Christmasaurus made into a musical and performed by Tom and Giovanna and Carrie and a whole lot of other people from Tom Fletcher's sort of general group of people, I suppose. Very lovely and surprisingly well written and like performed. It was a surprisingly, and this is gonna sound a bit dicky, but don't take this the wrong way. It was a surprisingly competent musical for someone who isn't like directly involved in the musical world, but rather is like a pop rock musician instead. It was just so good and the story was so nicely told. So yeah, The Christmasaurus the Musical, total positive surprise. Very, very nice. Then the second one we saw was Hamilton, the London edition of Hamilton. And I mean, I expected Hamilton to be great, and great it was. So I don't have a lot to say about that, but Hamilton was absolutely fantastic, and I loved having seen it. And then the last one was Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, both parts of it. Now, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child was a very good play, but it was very long. Also, we had seats on the balcony, which was very high up, and the seats were kind of designed for 1800s English-sized people, not for 21st century Dutch-sized people. So it was a little bit cramped, but not too uncomfortable overall. It was just quite long and a bit tight. But the play itself was really nice. It took me a little bit to get into the story because the pace in the beginning was extremely high. But after I got into it, after like 15-ish minutes, it was just very nicely done, very nicely told story, and especially the effects of like the magic and stuff just moving around on stage was exceptional. Really, really well done and really, really well timed. One of the effects for the people that have seen it I really loved was the time traveling effect with the sort of distorted lights and that sort of thing going on, and the bass boost that was going throughout the theater. Really good, really nice effects and nice storytelling as well. So yeah, The Christmasaurus, Hamilton, and Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And then it suddenly was 2018. Do I have any New Year's resolutions? No, not really. Do I ever have any New Year's resolutions? No. Not really. I don't really do New Year's resolutions, although this month, Signa and I are doing a bit of a vegetarian month as a sort of experiment, I suppose. But wouldn't really want to call that a resolution. Oh yeah, before I forget, favorites. Of course. This month I don't have that many favorites, but I do want to re-mention the ridiculous amount of fine liners that Signa got me for Christmas. And also, I bought a new snapback in London as a souvenir. I've said in the past that collecting snapbacks from different places I've been is kind of a thing I have started doing for some reason. So I now have 6 different snapbacks from 6 different places. And I bought a very, very nice one from a nerdy store in London, of which I cannot remember the name right now, and Signa will absolutely murder me for it. But yeah, that is going to be it for now, so thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to randomly push some of the positive buttons down below. A very happy new year once again, and I will see you next time. Ciao!